Welcome back, anybody. I missed you watching to AJ Plays Yumina Ethereal. Last time we went to go see Ray in the gym, learned out that Nayuta's muscles seemed weird, and then we went to go talk to her on the roof, and she tried to kill us. And in between then and now, I went back and loaded up the file at the choice, you know, that one right there. And checked out what happened to the other one, just in case, you know, I got like a skill or something, but apparently it doesn't matter that much. So now we're doing the meeting. But I'm keeping that thing just in case if somebody tells me, oh, no, that was really important, you should probably go back and choose the other option. So I feel like that's gonna happen. The Bay Club is having another meeting today. We each report on our activities and Kirara listens and assigns new tasks. Yumina talks about the preparations for her speech and how she's going to appeal to the students. I reports on how well the voters respond to the call. As for me...
そういえば、Ayumu、結局何か見つかったか?
Meet about Nayuta's weakness.
そうだ。途中経過でも構わないが、報告できるようなことはあるか?
I wonder if this conversation would change. Actually, I discovered that Nayuta has a complex.
ほほう。
Oh, and I'm really interested in going back and... Kirara takes a keen interest in my reply. She really does cheer up when she has a chance to hatch a plan against someone else.
コンプレックス？そういうのなら私はかなりあるわよ。
Yes, yes you do, Yumina.
別に一つくらいあっても。
逆だ。普通は一つだからこそ強い。
そうな
の？考えてもみろ。ほぼ完璧な人間のただ一つの欠点だぞ。
But I don't understand why that's such a big deal. Guess it's just a personal thing then. Because I doubt that my guess from before is actually correct. And it's so ridiculous, that's why I didn't even bother. I haven't bothered explaining what it was. Because it's not going to turn out to be correct.
日頃からそれさえなければと考えているようならかなりの弱点になるな。
そうか。私ならたくさんあるうちの一つだからそれぞれが軽いのね。
Yeah, but since you have so many, fixing one or two won't make that much of a difference. Yumina, aren't you at all sad about what you just said?
少しだけ。もったいぶらずに教えて。何が弱点？
About that, she's actually really sensitive about her small breasts. Dots. The girl's looking at me with wide eyes. It's really unusual to see all the members of the debate club being shocked at the same time.
胸？でも、ナユタってかなり大きかったような。まさか、もっと上を目指しているの？なんて贅沢な、むしろ贅肉！多分違う。つまりは、巨乳。生徒会は、偽父特選隊だった。
There you go, you got it correct. I think. Nah, it's only the council president. I think she's using pads to make her breasts look bigger. And judging by how she tried to kill you, then yeah. So here's what I want to know. How is not having big breasts a weakness? Chief?
全員を見回した後に私を指名した真意はそのうち問いただすべきか?
No, that's just a coincidence.
大丈夫よ、キララ。身長だってバストだって、これからぐんと成長するから。
She's older than you, Yumina.
貴様に言われたくはない。
むしろ、この論説部でその話題は、傷の舐め合いにしかならないのが現実。
Why is that? Please don't make it sound so self-derisory. I really don't know how to respond to this.
バカにしないで。私でも一応弓名以上はある。
I can't really tell. It's you're making me want to cry.
贅肉の量などどうでもいい。それより弱点になるかどうかだが、その答えは歩む自身が言ったぞ。
Yeah, because I almost got killed.
ナユタがそれを気にしているなら当然弱点になる。普段隠しているならなおさらだ。
Especially if she's willing to murder someone for it.
キララは気にしてないから弱点にならない？
私のような体はこれはこれで武器にもなるからな。このタイプでしか浴場しない輩だっている。
キララ、自分が寂しくならない？
さっきから妙に突っかかるな、ユミナ。命は尊いものだと学校の先生に教わらなかったのか？
By the way, after I found out, Nayuta asked me to keep it a secret.
でも喋る。なんという鬼畜。さすがは貧しい女子生徒に囲まれて喜ぶ歩む。巨乳は歩むにとってむしろマイナス査定。
That's not the reason.
ナユタには秘密にしてやるとか言ったわけ。
No. No, I refused. Then she actually attacked me and hit her head. As a result, she apparently forgot that I found out about her weakness.
漫画みたいな人ね。
だがそれは都合がいい。向こうがバレてないと思っているならな。
これで例の敵も撃てるわね。同じ女としてこの弱点を責めるのは心が痛いけど。
非常になれ、ユミナ。戦いとはそういうものだ。
Make it sound hard-boiled, but all we're really doing is making her breast size public knowledge.
そう。でも劇的な効果。歩むが剣を一閃。ちぎれ飛ぶマントと制服。こぼれるパッド。観客の男子生徒総立ち。
Stop that.
とりあえず弱点を知っていると奴に悟られないよう注意しろ。決戦演説で地獄に叩き落とすのだからな。
そうね。心を鬼にして頑張りましょう。
We all cheer in response. The wonderful bird feeling is a sense of unity or the guilt of complicity. Either way, we can't turn back. I have to be ready for the final battle. Dots. Ayumu has learned Absolute Horizon Level 2. What is that? Abilities? I don't think it's that. Skills. Absolute Horizon. Spirit attack versus enemy forward. Ignores protect. Bonus damage versus Nayuta. Oh. Yeah, equipping that. But it takes 67. Also, wow, it really changes that approval rating. Huh. Anyways. Is that only available in mornings, or did I lose it because I went to the meeting? I'm severely concerned now. Okay, first of all, actually no. Save right there. I feel like seeing what the difference is between conversation if you tell her that you keep it a secret. And I also want to just verify that that's only in the morning. For some reason. I just want to. So, I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Okay, so yes, that changes. 2, that disappeared because we did the meeting. So I decided to go back in the morning. We're gonna watch this, and I'm gonna skip through that because the stuff should be the same, and then we're gonna be on the next day. Hooray for everyone. Yumina's been angry all this time. Somehow I'm envious of her. Yumina's capable of getting really angry for a complete stranger's sake. It's easy to say that, but actually doing it isn't. It's only a fight by proxy after all. I wouldn't think it was someone else's problem. Or I would think it was someone else's problem. I wouldn't go out of my way. But Yumina is generally offended. It's as if she considers the things Nayuta said right as insults to herself. My old man told me to live for someone else's sake. Maybe this is what he meant. If Yumina was my old man's daughter, they might have been like 2 peas in a pod.
本当にいいのか？
わがまま言っちゃってごめん。でもどうしても我慢できなくて。
Wait, is this gonna be a debate battle?
こちらとしては構わん。やる気を出すのは基本的に喜ばしいことだ。
空回りでも構わない。当たって砕けたならそれも粋なもの。
Uh-huh. No, that would be bad. We've come to one of Nayuta's speeches. Our objective is to protest about what happened with Ray. Depending on how this goes, we might find ourselves in an early, direct confrontation. In any case, we can't let our guard down in this situation. You could say that this is a dangerous gamble. Even so, it was Yumina who chose to come here for an open confrontation, going by her emotions. I could tell Yumina tenses up at Ai's comments. I brace myself so I can act at any time.
今回も多くの方に集まっていただきありがとうございます。私は
少し時間をもらってもいいですか？
Wow, blocked. As soon as the speech starts, Yumina calls out. Her voice sounds clearer and firmer than I expected.
あなたまた来たのですわね。
論説部の緑下由美奈です。今日は日宮玲の一件について話をしに来ました。
Making it sound like he's dead.
あんな
He's with
シ
that
スコン
tone.
の一言で負けた男について語ることは何もありませんわよ。
And here is obviously why the thing disappeared after we went to the meeting. There is some laughter from the crowd at Nayuta's scorn. Yumina shoots them a sharp glare.
笑わないで。あなたたちは玲がどれくらい灯のことを大切にしてるか知ってるの？確かに玲の態度は少し行き過ぎてるところもあると思う。だけどそもそも家族を大切にするのは笑うべきことなの？みんなが笑ってるから？それともシスコンっていう言葉のイメージで玲を笑い物にしてるの？私はそういうの好きじゃない。
Laughter fades and dies away in face of Yumina's anger. I'm sure not all of them are ashamed of their actions. Most of them are just dumbfounded. But I do see some people who look a little embarrassed. There are some who listen to her and understand what she means. For some reason, that makes me feel glad.
まだ未熟だが、それでも言葉でちゃんと人の心を動かせるようになってきたか。
What if this'll give her a new skill? Wow, just because I got a new skill for Ayumu 2 seconds ago, I'm suddenly expecting skills to pop up everywhere. Kirara seems satisfied. Basically, this is the result of the past election rounds. Considering I've changed myself, maybe I'm also one of the people whose hearts she has reached.
私は事実を指摘しただけですわよ。それでダメージを受けるのは彼の中に恥じる気持ちがあったということなのでしょう。
それはあなたが笑い物になるように仕向けたから。
仮にそうだとしてどこに問題が？確か彼が選挙で訴えていたのは弱肉強食の学園生活でしたわね。それにのっとって潰されたからといって自業自得というものではなくて、
それは
Ray didn't fight for that simple notion alone.
外野は黙っていなさい。
She cuts me off with a voice as sharp as a knife. I feel cold sweat on my back. What's this feeling? A feeling of guilt. No, it's not like that. It's just that I find it difficult to say anything more. I think the word for this is overpowering. Her spirit comes to me via her words and her gaze and makes my body go rigid.
それに緑下由美奈さん、
You interrupted my speech. Now get off my podium.
あなたはあなたで自分が生徒会大戦の決勝に進むに足る人間だと思っているとでも？
それは
Uh-oh.
あなたのような万年落第生が、しかもみんなの願いを叶える、そんな子供じみた選挙公約のアイドル気取り。ここは学園の正しいあり方を決める場所。あなたは場違いと言うしかないですわね。
Yumina is being pushed back. Not good. She's bad at dealing with criticism to begin with. She won't be able to resist such a strong-willed assault.
あら、まだ何か言うことがあるのかしら？
私は
Yumina tries to come up with a retort, but she doesn't seem to be able to find the words.
それにしても、子供っぽい公約とアイドル気取りの路線。それから、負かした相手に手を差し伸べてお友達ごっこに興じる姿勢。
And actually, we haven't talked to the shrine maidens whose names I've already forgotten since the thing, so we're not pretending to be their friend.
どれをとっても安っぽい子供向けアニメのような筋書きですわね。敗者に手を差し出すことなど不要。全てをかけて戦ったなら負けた瞬間に失うのが道理ですわ。あなたもあなたの対戦相手も全員覚悟が足りないのではなくて？
Her aura of intimidation is overwhelming. Would I be able to stand up to that if it was directed at me?
撤退だユミナ。これ以上ここで粘っても得るものはない。
Oh god, even Kirara's admitting defeat. Kirara calls out to Yumina in a subdued voice. Nayuta shifts her attention to Kirara.
それにしても黒川さん、なぜ論絶部からはあなたが出なかったのかしら？候補があなたならまだ私とも戦いになったでしょうに。あなたを人角の人物と見ていたのは私の買いかぶりだったようですわね。所詮は矢面に立つ覚悟を持てないというところかしら。とんだ腰抜けですわね。
私の仲間を悪く言うな。
Nayuta's eyes go wide when she hears Yumina shout. She must have thought that Yumina was dealt with, considering how dejected she looked. But she soon recovers and her cruel smile reappears on her face.
悪く言われるのが嫌ならきちんと反論すればいいんじゃないかしら。
そんなのすぐに思い浮かばないわよ。私バカなんだから。
は？
There we go, Yumina. You got the right idea here. She probably didn't expect Yumina to say that. Her face freezes up.
開き直った。バカキャラで通すつもり。
Well, that's the only way to go now. We were ready to withdraw, but now that it's come to this, it's difficult to do so orderly.
私はバカだけど、仲間が悪く言われるのは許せないの。
あなたが自分をバカだと認めるように、あなたの仲間も同じだと私は指摘していますの。お分かり？悔しければ彼らを擁護してごらんなさい。それ自体があなたたちの甘さを証明しているのだけど。
Tears are flowing from Yumina's eyes as if she's still not over her earlier shock. Though Nayuta lost her balance for a moment, she didn't lose her majestic aura. She mercilessly attacks Yumina, who's struggling to bite back. Oh my god. That's no surprise. The outcome is clear.
もういいだろう。戻るぞ。
なゆた、覚えてなさいよ。
Nayuta appears unaffected by Yumina's feeble resistance. The disturbance around us are harbingers of an upcoming fight. We depart from the scene. That's stats. And now the meeting's gone.
いらっしゃいませ。はいな。
Huh. Huh. Well, this is suddenly a pickle. I feel like the important thing is that you got. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? You get 3 scenes. Congratulations. It's the break in the campaign period. Yumina is resting her hand on her palm and heaves a listless sigh.
どうしたのユミナ。たまにちょっとね、いろいろ悩んじゃってさ。ユミナが悩み？
これはかなりの大事件だね。地震が来る前に避難した方がいいかも。
Wow, Naoto.
あれ？ユミナからツッコミが来ない。そんな気分じゃないのよ。
I wonder what color Nayuta is in a fight. Probably black or blue, I'm guessing.
これはいよいよ大変だね。何があったの、赤島くん。
I don't really know. That event's been there for a while. Why are you asking me?
だって赤島くんはもう緑下さんの専門家みたいなものだからさ。
うんうん、親友としては嫉妬しちゃうくらいユミナと一緒だよね。
Naoto probably hides malice behind that smile, and Tamori doesn't look very jealous at all. They're always like this. I know that what they're like all too well. Incidentally, I didn't want to talk to her since it'd be a pain in the ass, so I've only been watching from a distance.
なるほどね。じゃあやっぱり理由は本人から聞くしかないんだね。
Yeah, I suppose you will.
ねえユミナ、本当に大丈夫？ちょっとね、考えちゃうのよ。ほら、決勝戦を前にしてるとこれまでのことが思い浮かぶっていうか。
If this was an anime, this would be the one episode that they spend like the entire thing just doing a recap of. Oh my goodness. What if this will ever have an anime adaptation? It's quite possible. It's quite possible. Spend like 2 or 3 episodes per chapter. Maybe, and then like the first 12 will be all the way leading up to Nayuta, and then whatever happens after that will be the next 12, so it'd be like a 25 episode thing. Unless we all want to fit it up into one thing, then it'd probably be 1 chapter per episode. Anyways.
なんて言ったっけ？マリッジブルー？
I don't think so. What, you're planning to marry Nayuta? Well, I know what you mean anyway.
私のしてきた主張ってみんなの願いを叶えるってものなのよね。でもそのみんなの願いが神楽那由他の再選だとしたら、私はユミナ。
She wasn't done talking. I thought she was done. So they're actually legitimately worried. There's a shadow over Yumina's face, but it's not a usual dejected expression when someone points out her defects. I'm sure that she's been thinking about it and reached this conclusion.
いろいろ噂を聞いたでしょ。那由他ってすごい王様気分でみんな反感持ってるとか思ってたのよ。でも実際には本当に強くて対立候補だった人も心をぽっきり折られちゃってる。今那由他に文句を言ってる人がいて私を応援してくれてても投票ではあっちに入れちゃうのかなって。
huh?
そんなことがあったんだ。
Tamori looks a little down now. This must be the first time she's seen Yumina, who was always so optimistic, worry like this. I mean, even when it became clear that she had to repeat a year, she kept looking forward, albeit in a runaway train kind of way. Just like me, Naoto and Tamori are at a loss for what to say to her.
あのさ、緑下さん。そんな風に一人で抱え込まなくても。
Wait, Naoto.
赤島くん、 どうしたの？
I think it's too early for our opinions. Look at Naoto and Tamori. They pause for a moment, exchange a glance, then nod.
うん、そうかもね。
せっかくユミナが考えてるのに邪魔しちゃうかな。私は別に何を言ってくれてもいいんだけど、まあ気を使ってくれるならありがたく受け取っておくわ。
ああ、でも一つだけ。緑下さんが勘違いしてそうなことがあるから、それだけ言っておくね。
勘違い？
うん。緑下さん、浮遊票がみんな神楽さんを支持するって思い込んでるんじゃない？
だって実際にそうなってるじゃない。不満があるけど支持するって。
今の時点でそう言うってことは、浮遊票じゃなくて元から神楽さんの支持者だってことだよ。わかりにくいけどね。でも固定の支持者なら緑下さんにもちゃんといると思うよ。
うんうん、少なくとも私はそうだしね。
Such confidence right there. No, confidence not the word. I think it starts with an R. Oh well.
支えてくれる地面はちゃんとあるんだよ。それが裏返ることなんてありえない。
I'm having another one of those moments where I'm like, have I? Wait a moment. Just wait a moment. Okay, skip is not available, so I haven't seen this. He just repeats things. Okay.
だから今から悲観しすぎる必要もない。
そっか、そうよね。ありがとう。
Yumina seems to have cheered up a little. I think I understand what she was thinking now. You're pretty good at cheering people up, Naoto.
まあ慣れてるからね。緑下さんの癖も一応分かってるし。
癖？そんなのあるの？
別にせかされてもいないのに判断を急いじゃうこと。テストとかでも時間配分が下手でしょ。
I see, that makes sense.
ちょっと今のってそんな分かり方だったわけ？たまには違うわよね。実績はあるよね。マークシート一段ずらしとか。あれは早くとかないと時間がなくなると思って。あれ、
You just admitted it to yourself.
まあほら、周りが思わず支えたくなるっていうのも人徳じゃない？長所になってるよ。
人徳？そっか、人徳か。
Yumina quickly brightens up. Naoto's diversionary tactic worked. She's frighteningly dense. Still, that's better than having her be depressed all the time. When Yumina is depressed, it has an effect on us all. Naoto wasn't wrong when he said her desire to support her surroundings is a virtue. As far as I can see, that's the one thing Yumina can use as a weapon in her struggle against Nayuta. Naoto, Tamori, our candidate is still as unreliable as ever, so we should work hard to make up for it. What's the matter?
赤島くんもかなりやる気になったよね。
最初はもっと適当だったのに。
I don't really think I changed that much, but we're in this together after all. Despite my answer, I know that I've changed. How should I say it? It's as if I've started having fun doing things I would have considered a pain before.
大丈夫。赤島くんの気持ちはちゃんと緑下さんに伝わってるよ。
Actually, I don't think you know how I feel.
そう思ってるのは本人だけ。実際にはバレバレってこともあってね。
What's that supposed to mean? Stop that. I'm still me. Honestly, these guys. Dots. 59. Oh my goodness, no! What have I done? Guys, you get a not super long one. Actually, you kind of do. Okay. That's over. The gap in strength. Guys, you get an extra long one. Congratulations. This'll make up for if there's a delay in daily videos right here. There's a melancholic mood hanging over the cafeteria, or actually over the specific part of the cafeteria that is our table. Yumina drains a glass of juice in one go, then slaps it onto the table. She's acting like a wage slave who's tired of life. The air is heavy. Very heavy. Are you thinking back about that time?
そうね。思い出してる。
Give me that thing that we just skipped through really quickly. There's no vigor in her voice. This is really not like her. We're referring to the time when Yumina interrupted Nayuta's speech, of course. Yeah, I figured. Though Yumina tries to act normal, I can tell that she's still angry about it. Well now, how to deal with this? I think you shouldn't let it get to you too much. I kind of expected a choice right there.
気にせずにいられると思う？
Well, no, not really.
例の敵討ちって気持ちで乗り込んで結局あのざまよ。いいようにあしらわれて何もまともに言い返せなくて。
Wait a minute, I think you held yourself pretty well, actually.
あんなの開き直ってただけじゃない。子供のわがままみたいなことしか言ってないし。
True that. But I don't think you need to be so depressed about it.
あれで落ち込まなきゃいつ落ち込むのよ。
Dead puppies. Maybe next year when you're writing your age on a document in class and you realize that yours is higher than everyone else's.
心に刺さった。
Sorry, that was a bit mean. I said something to make her even more depressed, more out of habit than anything else. It's true that the end of that was pretty messy, and I think she talked you down too. But even though it was a mess, I think you were pushing her back at one point.
そんなの役に立つわけ。
Think about it. Nayuta is head and shoulders above you when it comes to ability, right? If it means that you can rise above her for a short time, then making a mess like that has its uses.
それは。
In any case, that wasn't a real fight, so you should consider yourself lucky that you got a taste of her real power without any consequences. So I think you should cheer up. So long as you're getting down in the dumps, the rest of us can't get into it either.
分かってはいるのよ。へこんでるだけじゃ何にもならないってことは。だけど今回ばっかりは本当に勝てる気がしないのよ。
What about when you fought Mino?
相手が優しかったし気が楽だったわ。
Ray wasn't kind.
あれが言ってたのはただの悪口だし、別に心にぐさっとくるわけじゃ。
He was just abusing me. It's Kuyo, or rather Yoko.
口喧嘩では勝てる気がした。
So it's really different this time.
ほら、今なんて敵だとすら思われていないんじゃない？
True enough. Maybe not, but that's something for us to take advantage of.
チャンス？
Surprise her. Flank her. It's true that Nayuta isn't even paying attention to us right now, but that also means she's letting her guard down. We should make use of that and show her what we can do.
目に物か。
Yumina repeats the phrase thoughtfully. She seems to have regained some of her energy.
そうね。あれだけ完璧に負けたのは悔しいけど、このままなのは嫌だもの。
That's the spirit. You need to get serious for the real battle.
分かってるわよ。キララにも相談して、もっと頑張ってみる。
Yumina smiles a little.
それにしても、あんたって人のことバカにするのは得意なのに、慰めるの下手ね。
Sorry about that. I never had much need for that until now. Seems she's recovered enough to at least criticize me. She's still not back to her old self, but it's progress. Got to make sure she's back into the fighting mood by the time she needs to be. That seems to be the primary task for the people around her right now. Day 10. Welp. Here we are. You got a super duper 2-day special because I'm such a lore nerd. Let's go with that. Anyways, this is the final day. Depending on multiple I'll have to think really hard about it, but whether or not I want to go training or if I want to get these scenes over with. Gonna be a hard decision. Very hard decision. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video, and I probably would have made up my mind by then. But if I haven't recorded the next part, because I'm gonna go do something else for a while, and I'm gonna, you know, at least take a break. But depending on whether or not I've recorded the next part, between after I put this up, if you have a recommendation, I'd appreciate it. That's all. See you next time.